Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Report. Let's get that camera a little bit better. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing great today. We are live, and we've got a lot cooking today. I am currently in a few trades, and I'm going to show you pretty quickly because they're probably going to get stopped out in the profit, which we like. And I want to explain to you why I made these trades in particular today. Let's go ahead and share the screen and let's get into some of the crypto news. Obviously doing a lot more trading live with you guys, having a lot of fun doing these. It's been quite fun making profit as well. So this trade at one point was quite a bit more in the profit, but got my stop loss set. So if this thing gets stopped out, this is a short on Doge, as you can see, currently 33% in the profit, up 327. Lost my screen share. Let's get that back up and running. 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Got it. Okay. Now, this could get stopped out, and that would be fine if it did, because that would be a nice $280 in the profit long. What I did, or short, excuse me, what I did is I just saw this simple little moving average. This is a basic moving average, just on Blowfin. And I was like, okay, it's coming up to the top of this thing. Crypto market was pumping this morning, but I saw some news about tariffs, and that's what's on the thumbnail, and that's what's in the title, because it's a very big conversation for the day. So I went in a little bit of a short position, quite a big one, actually. It's a 30x short, and basically immediately it jumped into profit, which is fantastic. That's ideal. Came in, set my stop loss, actually recorded a Dogecoin video right before this live stream where I'm going to break down in detail a little bit more about it. But looking at this Bitcoin trade that I'm currently in, this one is right now $120 in the profit. Did the same thing here, coming up to kind of the moving average. Said, yeah, we're going to short it off that moving average because with the tariff news, maybe we're going to find some resistance there. Now, I just a moment ago threw in a stop loss at $39 in the profit. Why would I do that? Well, my penalties, my fees for this trade is $32. And so I don't want to lose on fees. So guess what? I set a stop loss so that I win and get $7 from this trade. We got more tariff news today. Hopefully, for these trades' sake, these continue to go down, but if they go up, fantastic. I like when crypto goes up. I love when Bitcoin goes up. Love when Dogecoin and all these coins go up. But I made a position because of some headlines like this. Liberation Day 2.0 is coming. I saw some potential rejections off $110,000. Now, yesterday, here's what we were looking at for Bitcoin, right? You guys remember the Bart Simpson thing that we're talking about? There's the hair on Bart Simpson. This was that range that I was looking at as well for Bitcoin. If you just take a peek, we broke down through that. Now, that trade that I set the stop loss on did get stopped out in the profit again yesterday. That was fantastic. Fine. Great. Could I have made more money on it? Yes, I could have probably made, instead of $280, I probably could have made, I think, $1,200 if I had taken it all the way down to this wick down here. But again, I'm not worried about that. I'm cool to be just winning trades consistently and continuing to build a victorious portfolio to have more fuel to DC into this market or to do some more trading. And so finding the opportunities, that's what we've been doing. Could we come back down to 105, 105.7 down here, kind of this other level that we've touched a few times? Yes. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. We might shoot back up before coming a little bit lower. That being said, there is a reason for the market to start booming as well. So, consistently just dollar cost averaging in the market, I think is fantastic and wonderful, especially on something like Bitcoin. But there is like this push and pull between the bulls and the bears right now. On one hand, we just got some very positive news about the inflation reading, and we saw a very big shift in the odds. Let's take a peek at this specifically. Looking at the odds for a Fed rate cut in September. Yesterday, if you recall, the odds of a potential rate pause, okay, guys, in September was down to it was up to like a 35 or 38% chance that we were going to get a Fed rate pause. From yesterday, this moved 10%, over 10%, in favor of this column over here, rate cuts. 60% chance of a 0.25% cut, a 16% chance of a half a point cut by September, And then if we look at July, we'll take a peek at July. Right now, only a 76% chance that we're going to get a rate pause in July. Now a 22% chance that we're going to get a rate cut in July. Really a significant change. And we even see in June, the odds just trickling back to now a 3% chance of a rate cut, which is still not going to happen in June. Tariffs can change this again. It's very volatile. This news-oriented, this news information changes the direction of these markets day in, day out, which is why we love to do these live streams, because it is constant. There are constant updates in this market to be addressing. Shout out to all you guys watching. Shout out to the one, Kevin, Mr. Cortez in the chat, Osiris, and Ray Khan. Don't know when Alex Labs is going to be up and running. I'm kind of done with that platform because now they've gotten compromised twice. We don't love that. How's it going, James Bushman? But if you do have money on Alex Labs, I wish you the best. I would say when they get back up and running, like, it's something that I'm done with. I was done with it, frankly, as I kind of just did some reallocations in my portfolio more towards the beginning of the year, of kind of shifting out of some of these alts before they had a really big spill into kind of some of the more large scale assets, more of the blue chips, if you will. Less so in the memes, more so into some of the blue chips. That's kind of been the pivot that I've taken with my personal portfolio, as I've told you guys. But we do like this Fed news of the potential ideas of a rate cut. However, you know, Liberation Day 2.0, this is a new threat. Remember when he held up this big sign with all the tariffs? And now, on that note, we do have a conversation coming out there. Is this the one? Our deal is done with China. The president finalizes a trade deal with China. He says, our deal is done with China, subject to final approval with President Xi and me, full magnets, and any necessary rare earths will be supplied upfront by China. Likewise, we'll provide China what was agreed to, including Chinese students using our colleges and universities, which has always been good with me. I love it. Frankly, I like it. Bring them in. That's what he says. We are getting a total of 55% tariffs. China is getting 10%. Relationship is excellent. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So that news is happening, but we've also got news on potential Liberation Day 2.0 coming. It's very confusing. It's very concerning. The market is still doing fine, but maybe giving a little hiccup. The Boeing crash, terrible, scary, horrible Boeing crash. Boeing stock obviously down today. GameStop stock is down today. Very interesting news about GameStop. So GameStop shares, guys, down quite a bit. Tank on convertible bond offering to potentially buy more Bitcoin. Now, when they originally actually bought the Bitcoin, their stock went up. Why? Because MicroStrategy does this pro-Bitcoin buying strategy. It's been very successful. Their stock was up again today. It keeps going up. It seems, in general, it's had a really great performance over the last while. GameStop shares went up when they actually bought their Bitcoin, but as they now talk about a convertible bond offering to potentially buy more Bitcoin, their stock goes down 21% today. That is insane. That is crazy. They bought 4,700 Bitcoins worth $500 million last month, and it went pretty well for their stock. Let's just look at like the last 3 months. Like, look at their stock. Boom. It shot up. It shot up. Now they're talking about buying more Bitcoin. It goes now. And I think that happened last time they rumored to buy their Bitcoin here. So probably a decent dip to buy for GameStop. Maybe not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, for the record. I think you guys know that by now, but I got to say it. Right? Not financial advice, but very interesting story to see this thing dip as they're talking about buying Bitcoin, which has historically been very bullish for any of the companies that have actually been buying Bitcoin. It's been very bullish for their stocks. A very interesting news story that I want to share with you guys as well. We can look at the Pepe chart, the one as well. We can take a peek at that. How are these trades doing? Did I get stopped out? Ooh, Bitcoin trade still hanging in there, and Dogecoin trade got stopped out. Nice. So I made a nice like $250 on that Dogecoin trade. We love it. We love it. Cool. Yeah, that's that. You saw that one play out. Stop loss hit. The stop loss looks like it might get hit as well. Maybe. But we're going to keep it right there. Just slightly above that moving average. Yeah, just slightly above the moving average there. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Interesting story here. Photos show accuser in New York. So you guys remember this guy that was this crypto guy, had a bunch of money in crypto and got like kidnapped in New York, allegedly, like was like, I think bragging about his crypto at a club. And then people from this club allegedly kidnapped him and held him and like tortured him with a chainsaw. This is what they said. This is what this guy said. Okay. Well, there's photos that now come out about this guy who accused of getting tortured. They have him like being free during the time he was allegedly kidnapped. I don't have all the facts on this, but it's kind of crazy what's going on. Let's see what happens with this story. The people that are being accused of the kidnapping are pleading not guilty. There's photos coming out of the guy being free and like smiling. So what kind of mischief is going on with this? Kind of a wild case. Kind of insane. A man who says he was kidnapped by 2 crypto investors for his Bitcoin was seen in photos and videos laughing and smiling and moving in Manhattan freely during the days he claimed he was tortured in captivity. That's what the lawyers for the alleged the accused here, says in court. So they're pleading not guilty. I don't know. But the story that he's telling doesn't make sense, is what the defendant's lawyers are saying. Kind of crazy. It just is just crazy. So what's the real truth here? We're going to find out. I don't know. That's a crazy, I don't understand. Did he want fame? Was he trying to get money from that case? I don't understand. Other news that's just kind of interesting and random that I want to share with you guys today. Elon Musk regrets some of his posts about the president. This is going to be good for the markets, for them to like air out their free laundry, right? So Crypto Face calling him Memalon, Peter Schiff giving forgiveness. Wild time. Elon said some crazy things about the president. Some people loved the attacks that were happening. Some people didn't. I thought it was a bundle of a lot. I thought that I definitely looked like he said some things that he would regret, and he just came out and said he did say some things that he regrets. So are they gonna play nice now? I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they're gonna figure their stuff out. Just kind of interesting, kind of good for the markets, I think, for that to be past us now. We like that. How's it going, John? 360, just out fishing, caught a 4-pound smallmouth bass. My guy, love it. Very cool. They're gonna kiss me, make up. Oh yeah, they're gonna see. That's like what I do with my kid. I don't know. That's good. My inner dad's kicking in. Okay, what do we got? Bank of America CEO says that the bank is so weird. So Bank of America CEO says that the bank is developing its own crypto stablecoin. Now, here's the question, guys. We talked a lot about XRP, and this is one of the things that is kind of a threat to the XRP promise, right? Banks are going to use XRP to transact. I'm bullish on XRP. It's been getting a lot of adoption. It's been getting a lot of conversation. They got the ETF coming. This is all great, and the lawsuit still isn't over, which is insane. Bank of America CEO says the bank developing its own crypto stablecoin. So somebody asking, yeah, but what chain are they launching it on? The answer is hello. Oh, bye. Oh, 1 second, folks. All right, I had to say bye to my girls. My baby's in a mood where when I try to give her a kiss, she cries. It's cool. Super cool. Makes my heart feel warm, little rascal. 9 months old, precious as could be. This is an interesting story about the Bank of America. If they're doing their own stablecoin, again, these companies, are they going to adopt crypto technologies that are in existence, or are they going to create competitors? Are they going to hire people that understand blockchain, create their own blockchain technology, and just create their own coin? It's a real conversation to be had. That being said, Bitcoin is its own thing. There is a reason to focus on Bitcoin, and that is it. Bitcoin is kind of in its own category. Nobody can really create another Bitcoin. It's too decentralized. It's too Super. The supply, the tokenomics is beautiful. Nobody controls it. Satoshi pulled it off perfectly for now. But very interesting to see these entities creating their own crypto projects and other major companies, buying it. Small ones, big ones alike, just accumulating Bitcoin. Here's another Bitcoin treasury, 38 Bitcoin purchase. It's small, but if you got hundreds, if you got thousands of companies that are going to be buying Bitcoin like this, well, that could be pretty darn spectacular in the long run. Now, I think my Bitcoin trade, yes. So my Bitcoin trade got stopped out too. That's fine. Beautiful. Didn't lose a dime on it. Not too shabby. Feeling good about it. Just profited probably like, I don't know, $270 this morning. Nice little $270. If you guys want to trade, by the way, you could sign up for Blowfin. I'll be keeping an eye for another trade during the stream, but I want to get through some of this news and then we'll peek for other trading opportunities. Yeah. So, and then we kind of had more conversations over this Genius Act, and the vote passed, right? So you had this headline come out. I want to share with you. Senate Democrats seek answers on the World Liberty crypto deal ahead of the Genius Act vote. Well, whatever ended up happening, they ended up passing the vote. So we are probably going to be getting this through. Now it just needs to go to Congress and become an actual thing. Sorry, I just heard a huge thud. One second. It's all good. That was a big thud. Everything okay? Okay. All right, baby. Love you. Bye. Heard a big thud. Sounded like somebody fell or something fell. Had to make sure the family was okay. Yeah, and so you got Bank of America developing their own blockchain deal. Hong Kong developed a crypto tracking tool for money laundering. So a lot of movement in this space. I mean, this is something we just continue to see over and over and over again. And you got to like it, guys. There's a lot of volatility, clearly, despite the forward momentum. Had a couple long liquidations yesterday. I was playing to the short side recently. That's been very favorable for me. Just had a couple more shorts this morning. I'm kind of ready to do some longs, but we're going to have to see. We're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin. We're going to keep an eye on ETH. And I think kind of let's look at the charts together, see if we could find some trades for the day. FYI, I won't be able to live stream tomorrow, guys. I do have a meeting that I have to attend, so I'll just have a regular video for you tomorrow. Fartcoin has been rallying lately, getting a little bit of a dip today. Seems like we've got a lot of bleeders today. Big dips this morning to the upside. Not really a lot moving up today. More so kind of bearish. Man, I want along that market, but let's see what we got going on. Let's look at the chart. Let's see if we can see what we can see to see it, and then see it so it's seen. The one says, Kip, I've done my research on Pepe, and you were correct. What was I correct about? Ooh, there you go. Coming back down. I told you, man. Easily could come back down to this 114. So, I mean, I'm definitely correct about that. Dang. Should have shorted it. Like I was talking about. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a Pepe trade. Is there a play to be made on Pepe right now? Yeah. You know what? It's rallying a little bit right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little dollar amount higher leverage, not mega high leverage play on Pepe right now, actually, because we're talking about it. No, I'm not. Nope. Too greedy. We're going to sit on the sidelines for now. See, and that's what the game, guys, practice the discipline, okay? Practice the discipline. All right, guys, and continue to do that. And don't just jump into trades to jump into trades, all right? I want to do another trade with you guys, but tough to figure out right now. Let's see. Yeah, I think Pepe will explode at some point. Yeah. Raycon says he's shorting Caspa at the moment. Yeah, it does look on the 4 hourly like we might be getting a bounce here. So that's possible. How's it going, Mela Frank? What's good? If you guys want to trade, you could sign up for Blowfin. You know the drill. You know the drill. One says, I think Pepe could go to 303. 303 for Pepe. What is that anyway? Let's see. What do we get up to? That would be a big move, wouldn't it? Yeah, nice, like 30 something X. Is that what that is? Yeah, about $100 billion market cap. That's kind of what I've been saying. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel about it. I worry less about the price, more about the market cap. So whatever the math is, around 100 billion. It's possible, I think. Might be too much. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Congrats on that raise, Random Midwest family. We love to hear that, man. Nice work. What do you do for a living? What do you do, Random? Love that. Let's celebrate. I booked a few meetings this week, which is fantastic. My job, sell insurance. That's what I do. Booked a few meetings. That's fantastic. Hoping for a raise on success as well, Random. Always fighting for that. XRP has credit cards now? Is that true? I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard that news. Let's check it out, huh? Oh, well, no. Here's the story. It looks like back from March 28th. It's been a while, but maybe you can get cash back in XRP through Gemini and their credit cards. That's what I'm seeing anyway. That's what I'm seeing. Haven't looked at the total market cap with you guys in a while. Let's peek at it. See what we got cooking. Kind of hitting a level of support. Maybe we're going to rally back up to like 3.41. Everything took a spill today. I wouldn't be surprised if we recovered a little bit. Oh, yeah. Crow has a credit card. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Industrial painting, military and farm equipment. Nice, man. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, the crypto.com credit card. Kind of neat. More More utility for the CRO token, you know, and that's pretty cool for the Cronos coin holders. We like that. We like that. XRP is actually slipping today. Yeah, it feels like every time it gets to $2. Next time, you know what? Next time this thing gets up here, I'm going to move this level up because $2.30 is big. But you know what? This seems to be a bigger level. $2.32. Every time I see it at $2.32, that would have been a great time to short it. Too bad I didn't. I actually had a couple losing trades on XRP. XRP is the one I've been losing on a little bit recently, hitting stop losses, small losses. Peter Pettigrew mining crypto. Love to hear that. Very cool. Why are altcoins zipping? Well, tariff fears prevent rate cuts. What we need for a boom on altcoins. We need the rate cuts for risk on asset rally, my friends. What else is going on, folks? So there's no negative news these days. There's no other negative news these days. The biggest negative news, guys, is tariffs. Boeing thing. That wasn't good, but you know, that's not going to really affect crypto. Tragedy, certainly not going to affect crypto though. Yeah, that's kind of all the negative news. The tariffs is a big deal. And there's positive news. The positive news is the odds of the Fed rate cut went up. Random says I was mining, hosting with Compass for like 3 years, but with maintenance downtime unless you're running like 50 units. It's tough. It is tough. Mining is difficult. I only have 1 cup of coffee today. Big congrats on that raise, Randy. I'll be looking for some other trades. I'm just not feeling it right now. What platform do you recommend to swap one? Maybe Veller. Definitely Veller. Veller would be the place to do it right now. That or a centralized exchange if you can find one. I think it was listed on like OKX or something like that. You have access, but Veller is where I swapped it. Pettigrew breaking even on mining. Yeah, mining's tough. I was boosting the tunes. Maybe a little bit too much. Sorry, English tea. How's that? That might be better. It's a little loud because we're just jamming out. We're just enjoying the conversation at this point. We did the news. Bitcoin's coming back up a little bit here. I'm not going to be surprised to see us shoot back up to like 108.1 just because we touched down there, resisted there. A little bit of a ceiling over here. 108 could kind of be some kind of level. Look out for that for a trade, maybe. I might consider a short again if we get to 108, just because this tariff news. I think it's going to be a little while before we be taking you high. I think that's just how it goes. English tea, driving and watching. Hopefully just listening. Don't watch while you're driving. Listen while you drive. That's nice. That's nice. But drive safe. We want you to stick around, English tea. Almost a year. Coin Baron. Been a member for 11 months. Brother man. How you doing? I was thinking about you yesterday because I was having some shoulder pain. I'm a golfer. I have some shoulder pain. I don't know what's going on. Not the best, but we're still golfing today. We got golf league later tonight. How do I jump in Eagle song? Oh, Cyrus in the chat. My guy, member for 16 months. Oh, you're just showing off now, Osiris. You're just flexing on Coin Baron over there. You golf, Coin Baron? Do you golf? I didn't know you golfed. We never talked about that. I'm like that's my favorite thing. It's like my favorite thing, dude. Do you know your handicap? I'll tell you mine. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Your handicap. I'm like I'm in between a 15 and 20 right now. Yeah. Yes, he is flexing. 17 months as a member. Thanks for the support, guys. Glad you've been on the team for a while. What got me into golf? What got me into golf was my family. So my grandma, who's no longer with us, she was the first to go, actually. Very sad. But my grandma used to just take me to the driving range when I was a kid. I just wanted to smash the ball, get blisters on my hands every time. And then she took me to these par 3 courses, and we'd just play, and she'd beat me because I could hit the ball far even as a kid, but she'd just plop it straight and right up the way, and she'd beat me. And it's so long time ago. It's okay. We get old and totally good. Don't worry about it. Good memories with grandma. And then she gave me my first set of clubs, which were like the old wooden clubs, right? And I used to love them, and they were bad. And I had my brother's hand-me-downs, and then it really became a big thing with my cousin. One of my cousins, my big XRP holding cousin. And that was our escape. That was our time to get together, especially now that we're married, both have a kid. That is today, the time where we bond. And then just some of my other buddies kind of got into it, and it just became kind of an obsession. And I love it. I'm like a 15 to 20 handicap, probably more, around a 17 right now. My buddy just broke into the 9.8. He's a 9.8, which is cool. We were even Stevens for a while. My buddy's just taken off, getting better. But I love the game. It's great to get your mind off of all the other things and just focus on the game at hand. 26 ain't bad, Coin Baron. I got to get some lessons myself. Yeah, I love it, dude. It's great, Ray. If you haven't tried it, I suggest it. It's expensive, but I don't really spend money on anything except for crypto, food, and golf. That's pretty much it. Now I got all the golf clubs I need. I got Cobra Forged Steel irons. I got the TaylorMade QI10 fairway woods in my bag. I got a nice Cobra driver, one of the newer models as well. Got some Cobra wedges, their newest Cobra wedges, the Cobra Kings. I'm pretty happy. I gotta get set. Nice emerald putter. That's it. I don't have to buy any more golf clubs. Now I just need to get better. Oh, you played in Scotland. That's really cool. That looks really cool. Mount Washington Resort. Looks like they got a tree. Never heard of it. Never played it. I'd love to. Love to go to Scotland. Love to go to Ireland, play some golf. That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. All right, guys. So Jorge says off topic, but do you trade Polymarket? Let's getting back on the topic, Jorge. I appreciate that. I went on a golf tangent. No, I don't trade the poly market. I watch it. I speculate on it just for fun, but I actually don't trade on it. Consider doing it for the presidential election and things like that. But no, I don't. Do you? Should I? I don't know. I was thinking about it. I don't even know if it's a crypto thing or if it's a cash thing. I think poly market is like, I think you can do both, right? On the poly market. I think you can play with crypto and cash over there. Pretty sure. Can I ask you a personal question? How much have you earned most so far on crypto? A lot of money. You know, I've also lost a lot of money. I've made more than I've lost. How's that for an answer? When I was early into crypto, I would make a bunch and then I'd like lose it all, right? That was early, 2016, 2017. That's what happened. You know, you basically, you're new, you get greedy, you think it's going to go up only. Then went into the 2021 bull market, it did a lot better. Still could have done way better, right? Got greedy and actually played with leverage the wrong way, right? And then this last year, it's been pretty great. It's been pretty great, but no, I don't want to get into specifics. But each bull market has gone better, and you know, been able to pay off 2 of my cars, and my wife's a stay-at-home mom now. You know, so we're doing great. We're having a good time. We love crypto. Appreciate all you guys supporting the channel. It's a little bit of extra little income. It helps. We're passionate about crypto. That's why we started the thing. We figured, well, if we're talking about crypto, me and Black Sea, we're best friends. We figure we're talking about crypto every single day. Why not just talk about it with some friends on the internet, you know? And, you can make a little money, I guess, from it too. Look at, there's a little bit of ad revenue. And when you do sign up for like a Blowfin, you that is a way to help support the channel. But, you know, trade smart, right? Do well. Don't just trade to trade. Trade well, right? But you know, there's an affiliate link there. Yeah, I just love crypto. I love trading it. I love talking about it. I'm interested in the drama in it. It's very fascinating. All right, guys. That's all I got. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe. Much love to all you guys. Thank you for your support on the channel. We'll keep the content coming. Can't stream tomorrow, but we'll be back at it on Monday. Videos every day. You know the drill. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace. Have a lovely day. Later, guys. See you, Coin Baron. Later, brother. Hey, Coin Baron, if you come to the States, you hit me up. We're going golfing. Peace, guys.